5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi. Oh wow, look at that hair. That hair is too long. It's me, Mr. Yeats. Woo, we're back at it. Welcome back to virtual school. I know how much you miss real school and how much you've missed me, clearly. But we're back. And we're going to carry on as if nothing's going on and nothing weird, strange happening. So, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. As all, it's all tangled up. There. It's really weird to do. There we go. If you are not in the chat, don't worry. You can email me and I'll respond to your work and your questions. Just make sure you send me an email to let me know that you're watching, and then I can make sure you get some top-notch house points for tuning in and doing work like you're meant to do. I was going to say something then, but I forgot. Oh well, back from the bunker. And I guess you guys just want to get cracking in doing some lessons. So, oh, there we go. Add in your date, add in your title, answer the questions on the board. See, obviously, we're starting a new topic. I'm going to give you, let's have a look. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to complete the questions. Time starts now. Oh, it's good to be back, isn't it? I know how much you've missed your lessons. He said, send me an email if you're watching. I've got 3 people that I know are watching, hence they've got house points on their way. I've got 6 viewers at the moment. So 3 people, I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. Just send me an email and I'll make sure you get the house points for tuning in. If you know someone who's awake, who's not watching, send them the link. Say, oi. Obviously, they're in a class. Don't send it to a random person who's awake. Be like, oi, you're not watching. Make sure you watch, because Mr. Yeats is so cool. It's got about 4 minutes. That's just been a minute, isn't it? There's 4 minutes left. 4 minutes. 4 minutes left. Any questions? Send me an email. Let me know in the chat. Oh, hello. See, like that. Like that. Oh, that wasn't what I thought it was. You have 3 minutes left. Just here ticking, going away. Make sure your date and title are underlined. Otherwise, you'll get told off. I'll get told off. Make sure you write it. Well, yes, you don't. I don't care if you're writing a pencil today. Everyone's like, yeah, grab a pencil. Woo. Write in whatever colour you want. Make the most of it. I mean, how many other times I'm going to let you write in pencil or green pen or whatever? Yes, you have to do the work. Okay, so you got 10 questions there. You should know all the answers. It's a bit of a flashback as well. A flashback, but a bit of a, what's it called? Throwback Tuesday. If you've broken your ruler, then use the side of your planner. See, it's almost like I'm there in the room with you, isn't it? You have about 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutos. I don't know, I don't know, use a book, use anything for a straight line. Yeah, but 1 minute left, 1 minute, and then we'll go through the answers. Woo! 1 minute and we'll go through the answers. I don't know where everyone is. Normally we get quite good numbers for this class. A little bit disappointed. Oh well. About 30 seconds left. 30 seconds. Yeah, that'll do. Hope you can hear the ticking going away. It'll make me jump in a minute. There we go. Time is up. So it's time to go through the answers. So, number 1. True or false? Romeo and Juliet were brother and sister. No, they were not brother and sister. That would make the play completely different to what everyone loves and respects about it. So that is false, okay? Romeo and Juliet were not brother and sister, so that statement is false. Number 2. What is a noun? A noun is a person, object, place, or thing. It's used as a noun, it's a thing. Person, place, object, or thing. Number 3. We have name, I guess. Name is a type of noun, but it's a pronoun. Number 3. What is an adjective? What is an adjective? This is a describing word. It describes the noun. Number 4. What is a verb? Is an action word or doing word? It's an action word or doing word. It's, running, walking, jumping, streaming, teaching. Number 5. What is a simile? It is a comparison between two things using the words as or like. A comparison between two things using the words as or like. Mr. Yates is as cool as anybody I know. Mr. Yates is like a great teacher. Not actually one, but he's like one. Number 6. What is a metaphor? That is a comparison between two things, saying it is something else, even though it isn't something else. So, you could say the computer is crazy. No, that was not a metaphor. Mr. Yates is a lion. Roar. Okay, he's not actually a lion, but the way that he's aggressive means he's like a lion, but not like, because you don't use the words like or as, because otherwise that would make it a simile. Number 7. Where is Romeo and Juliet set? Romeo and Juliet is set in Italy, in Verona. Number 8. Who was Sherlock Holmes's partner? Now, this is a bit of a throwback to first term. Dr. Watson. Dr. Watson was Sherlock Holmes's partner. Okay, remember we had all the characters. Yeah, Mr. Wilson. I just wanted to do the voice. That's why I said Mr. Wilson. Anyway, moving on quickly, so we get over that. Number 9. What is an adverb? It is the describing word that describes the verb, so the manner in which the verb is done. So I quickly ran. I slowly completed my work, so I didn't have to do as much, because then Mr. Yates thinks that I'm taking my time. Something like that. Number 10. What is a rhetorical question? It is a question that does not require an answer. It is a question that makes you think and question yourself or the reader's intentions or the writer's intentions. Add up your scores out of 10. Let me know what you've got. So number 1 was false. Number 2 is a do it. No. Number 2 is in place, person, object, or thing. Number 3 is a describing word that describes the what am I on about? Number 3 is a word that describes the noun. Number 4 is a doing/action word. Number 5 is a comparison between two things using as or like. A metaphor is a comparison between two things, but saying it is something else without using the words as or like. Number 7. Where is Romeo and Juliet set? Italy, Verona. Or Verona, Italy. That way around. Number 8. Who was Sherlock Holmes' partner, Dr. Watson? What is an adverb? It's a doing word, not a doing word. Describes the way in which the verb is done. And number 10 was a rhetorical question. A question that no longer requires an answer. And we got 2 people who got 10. Well done to those people. So, today, we will be looking at... It helps if I actually click the... yeah. So, we'll be looking at Stone Cold when it starts to decide it wants to work. Okay, so Stone Cold is a book, and it's called Stone Cold. It's by Robert Swindoll. I'm still waiting for it to load. Why is it taking so long to load? It seems to have broken. I can't even get onto that screen anymore. There we go. Yeah, well. Oh, this could be enjoyable. See. Right, here we go. This is... Oh, there we go. Yay, I was just about to give up on it. So, today we'll be looking at the context of Stone Cold and considering... all this stuff, clearly. I was just going to go through all of it, hopefully not. Just waiting for it to make his mind up what it wants to do. Let's do this one. I've been waiting to do this one for ages. There we go. As I try and sort this out as it crashes. Oh, right. Yeah, that's just what I wanted. Not right now. Close. Yeah, right, come on. Is it finally doing what I wanted to do? Yay, there we go. Sorted, we're back. We're back, there we go. So, today we'll be looking at the context of Stone Cold. So context is the way that everything contributes to it, the way it sits in society, sits into the wider reading of everything else. To be able to understand the context of Stone Cold. If you're on target, you can identify the methods with little explanation. Identify methods and the effects. If you're above target, clear understanding methods and the effects. It's a big picture. What is the context of Stone Cold? Key vocabulary today will be context and homelessness. So there's the front cover of the book as one front cover. There's loads of different front covers. I've got a version inside that's different to this version I have here. Loads of different front covers, which are pretty cool. Because, you know, it's a popular book. So, what I'd like you to do, I'm going to give you, I don't know how long I'm going to give you, 2 minutes to decide what are the differences between these 2 people. What are the differences between these 2 people? Time starts now. I reply to emails. This person just emailed me. Why do you think that? Why do you think? What about them makes you think that? You have 1 minute remaining. 1 minute. Nice. Oh, there we go. Perfect timing. I just had an email, a message from another teacher, hence I was replying to it. Let's have a look. So let's hear some of the differences. The person who just got email just got it. I'll make sure you're added to the list of people who are going to get house points. As you go back to which one am I going back to? Let's go. Oh, that disappeared in a minute. That one. We're still good. We're still streaming. Need to go to that one. I need to click that one. So lovely. Just reading the things that are coming through. Oh, bombarded now with emails. So write down differences. What are the differences? Oh, nice. So why do we think? So I know someone sent me an email, not naming any names, saying, one is poor, the other isn't. And I said, why? Why is this? Because one's wearing baggy clothes and is dirty, and the other is not wearing baggy clothes and is fairly clean. So we can infer, remember that word we use, infer from that one of them could be poor, one of them not so poor, one of them richer, possibly. Nice answer there. What other answers have we got? Let's go to the chat and have a look. One's got dirtier clothes. Yes, one's got dirtier clothes. So are we going to assume that one of them's poorer? Are we inferring that from the images? What else can we learn from these images? What else can we learn from these images? One of them's on steps, one of them's on the floor. We've got the basic ones. One of them's got, what did I say? One's got longer hair, the other's a skinhead. The other's not skinhead. They've both got hair. But one has shoes, one hasn't. Now that's an interesting point. One has shoes, one doesn't. What do you think you can infer from the fact that one of them doesn't have shoes and the other one does? What can we infer? What sort of things do we think could be happening with these people? So the one without shoes, why has that person got no shoes? One with shoes, why has that person got shoes? Okay, so it's a very good spot there. Nice, thank you for sending me an email. Make sure you add it to the list. Oh, we're getting good views now. This is good. This is what I want to see. If I can find you. Where are you? Where are you? There you go. I just went straight past your name. There we go. So why is one wearing shoes? Why is one not? One has a beard, one doesn't. Yes. Okay, what does that tell us about them, though? What do we learn from them about the beard and the shoes? How important are shoes? How important are shoes? If we haven't got shoes, does that make us poor? Does that make us rich? Okay, we've named them. Lovely. We don't need to name them. But if one hasn't got shoes, if I was in school and I was teaching you and I wasn't wearing shoes and I walked around the whole school without wearing shoes, what would your opinion be of me? Okay, we're running with the shoe thing. What would your opinion be? Okay, possibly. Okay, good answer there. Maybe he just doesn't want to wear them today. Maybe he's outside. I know sometimes when I nip outside very quickly that I don't wear shoes if I'm just picking something up outside. I just, run outside quickly. I don't need to wear shoes. Okay, maybe he's just, Instagram's here. I better go take a photo for my Instagram pose. Some people decide not to wear shoes, yes. I think we're getting to the conclusion now. Okay, so someone's just posted a conclusion in the chat. Well done. They are both possibly homeless. Okay, we could say they're both homeless. Okay, good. Okay, I know some of you straight away thought, oh, the one on the left's homeless, the one on the right isn't because of their clothes. However, if you really look into it, and no shoes, there's nothing stopping anyone from being possibly homeless. Okay, it's not to do with wealth necessarily. Okay, it's not always to do with wealth. I'm going to investigate further today. Okay, so those are some of the differences. Well done for picking it up. Yes, they can get a haircut, and neither can I. So, some quick questions just for you to think about yourself and to answer in your books or answer on your pieces of paper. If this person asked you for money, this person in the picture, how would you feel? How would that person make you feel? And how do you think this person got into this situation? Okay, so just some reading of the images, what you think's going on, your preconceptions, what you think before we start reading. Okay, so how do you think this person got into this situation? And if this person asked you for money, how do you think this person asked for money? Would you feel, and how do you think this person got into the situation? Would you necessarily give them money, or would you? Oh, that was cool, wasn't it? Would you give them money, or would you just ignore them, walk past, and go? Ugh. So, 5 minutes to answer these questions. Time starts now while I reply to emails, look at the chat, and all that. So answer these questions, write them down. Oh. Lovely. If I still got this on. Yeah, lovely email there. If you're not wearing shoes, your former supply teacher who used to teach you sometimes and taught me sometimes. Yep, that person. That's brilliant. I love that reply. Oh, perfect answer there. So possibly for this one, how does this person get into the situation? They possibly possibly didn't pay his rent and got kicked out. Possibly, good answer. Other suggestions, please. Will I try applying to other members of staff who are emailing me and messaging me? So you have about 4 minutes remaining. Yes, that's the person that was mentioned. That person you've just mentioned in the chat. That was the person mentioning. You have 3 minutes. I'm trying to keep a track of all the messages I'm getting. Yeah. To make sure you're answering these questions, maybe you have a little short story about how this person got in the situation. You got 2 minutes remaining. Just replying to other teachers who are messaging me, like, I've heard so many cool things about your live streams. I want to get on that. I'm like, ah. Right, I'm back. 1 more minute. Cool. So maybe you'll be confused. You don't know why he's there. Lovely. I'm loving these answers, by the way. Lovely. He probably got disowned. What's your spelling on that? By his parents. Maybe his parents kicked him out. Lovely. Some good answers here. And just want to say I'm giving you way too much time to do this. Lovely. Money problems, getting kicked out, and then won't be able to get a job. Really good. Well done. Okay. Whoa. Well, okay. We'll call it time there. Here we go. Hey, time's up. Okay. So, some good answers there. So, this person asked you money. How do you feel? Some people feel a bit uncomfortable. Okay. It's not always a nice situation for someone to come up to you in the middle of the street when you don't really know them and be like, money. It makes you feel slightly uncomfortable. In those situations, that's a personal response. That is a acceptable response as well. Some people feel really uncomfortable with someone like that coming up to them asking them for money. They don't really know how to respond. Maybe some people think, yeah, okay, I feel sorry for you. Here's some money. Maybe people have that inclination to them. How do you think this person got into the situation? Okay, so I've seen quite a few responses. Didn't pay rent, possibly. He got rejected, missed out on some sort of payment, perhaps. People got disowned by parents, fell out with the parents, money problems, and won't be able to get a job. Okay, maybe what caused them to get this money problems? Maybe they had some sort of addiction. Maybe it was alcohol. Maybe something like that. So these are sort of things you think about when you instantly see these images. Okay, how did this person get into their situation? So, oh, I need to disappear, otherwise you can't read this. I'd got 5 GCSEs, which was a miracle when you remember what was going on at home. But I couldn't get a job. and there's no government money for school leavers. You're supposed to be on a training scheme, but there aren't enough places, and I didn't get one. Okay, so this is what that person said. What that person said. Okay, I've got 5 GCSEs, which was a miracle when you remember what was going on at home. But I couldn't get a job, and there's no government money for school leavers. You're supposed to be on a training scheme, but there aren't enough places, and I didn't get one. Okay, so you learn quite a few things about this person. So 5 GCSEs was quite reasonable for some people, and especially when you consider everything that was going on at home. So we've learned something was going on at home during this time. I couldn't get a job. Okay, some of you said that. I couldn't get a job because he's only got 5 GCSEs. And there's no government money for school leavers. Okay, so there's no money for people who've just suddenly left school. You have to be a certain age, you have to have certain things going on. You're supposed to be on a training scheme, so some sort of BTEC or training program or apprenticeship, but there aren't enough places and I didn't get one. Okay, so that is a bit of an explanation of what happened to this person. Let's see what's next. Were you wrong about this person? Did you think the correct things? Were you close? Answer that question. 2 minutes. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. I need to come back. Oh, where have I gone? There I am. I want that one gone. Now I'm back. No, that one. That one. 2 minutes to answer that question. Off you go. Were you wrong about this person? How far off were your judgments? Will I get the chat back up? Right, lovely. I need to get back to my emails. Guys, doing good. Well done. Useless. That one. Next email. Sad times for Jim. Yes, let's have a look. Let's scroll down. You can scroll back up. She said that he did not pay his rent, he got kicked out. So did this turn out to be true? Not really. Got rejected. That turned out to be true. So how true were your initial statements about this character, this person? So I get everything loaded back up. We've got about 1 minute left. You're saying that he cheated on his GCSEs? No, he just didn't get all 5 of them. It's impossible to cheat in GCSEs these days anyway, isn't it? 10 seconds ish. Not really 10 seconds. There's just however long time is left. And there we go. There's a timer up. So let's have a look. How many people? Hands up if you're wrong about this person. Oh, I'm so funny, aren't I? I know initially if I look at that photo, I probably would have been wrong. Okay, I wouldn't have been right about this person. I would have thought that this person probably got themselves in a situation by themselves. I would have judged them unfairly, probably. So let's read on. Let's see what else we can learn about this person. Oh, there we go. Learn a little bit more, shall we? I'm sure Mum would have supported me till I found something. But it wasn't long before Vince started on at me about living on his money. And so here I am, sitting in this doorway, which is now my bedroom, hoping some kind punter will give me a bit of small change so I can eat. Good, eh? So I'm sure Mum would have supported me. Okay, so something's gone on with Mum. He's fallen out with Mum, possibly, till I found something. But it wasn't long before Vince started on at me about living on his money. So what do we think the relationship between Vince and Mum could be, just from this short extract here about living on his money? Why is Vince having a go at this person? So here I am, sitting in this doorway. Okay, it's not a doorway in that photo, but sitting in a doorway, which is now my bedroom, hoping some kind punter will give me a bit of small change so I can eat. Good, eh? Okay, so we've learned a little bit more about this character now. What if I put on the next slide? Not that one. I don't want to do that one just yet. So what I like to do is list 3 things. If I come back, I can move myself up there. There we go. List 3 things that you've learnt about this chap so far. 3 things. Oh, didn't want that one. No, that one. You've learnt about this chap so far. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 minutes, okay? List as many things as you want. As many things as you want you've learnt about this chap so far. 3 minutos. 3 minutos. Will I respond to some more messages? Oh, email, email. Someone's really telling me, get off your phone. But okay, so see if we can get more facts. There's some things we've learnt down there. See if you can get any more facts, like this one here. Okay, so we've got, he's homeless, he's depressed, he has no friends. We don't know that. That's not a fact. He lives in the street. Okay, his 5G season a job and found out a person named Vince. That is a fact. Well done. See if you can get any more of those things into your whatchamacallit. Oh, I got 1 more subscriber. Nice. Whoever subscribed, well done. You have about 1 minute left. About 1 minute left. Oh, it's going to play really loud, isn't it? About 1 minute. We're less than a minute now. Okay, time is up. No, it's not a fact because we don't know he's got no friends for definite. If I turn my microphone on, I've been talking for no reason. Yeah, so we don't know for definite that he's got no friends, okay? So, oh, that's who that person is. So, time's up. Say, where am I? So, what's some of the facts that we have learnt about it? Okay, so he's got 5 GCSEs. He hasn't got a job. Okay, he fell out with a person called Vince. Those were some facts. We also said he's homeless. Yes, he's depressed because we know he's depressed, he's homeless. The thing about no friends, though, we don't know for definite. Okay, so there's some things we've learnt. Let's have a look at anything there. I have 2,050 house points. Not really what I'm looking for. That is a fact, probably, but not the sort of fact I'm looking for. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to put myself back down here. And I'm going to put this back down there, ready for later on. We're going to watch this video. And then afterwards, I'm hoping afterwards anyway, if I've done it right. Yeah. Afterwards, we're going to answer some questions regarding this video. Okay, so I'm going to make that disappear. I'm going to disappear. And we're going to watch this video together. So make sure you watch, pay attention. There you go. it'll start at some point. Oh, will not start. Oh, I know why. It's doing that thing where I can't click.
I lost my job. I lost my home. I sofa surfed for a year. Then one night I realised that I didn't have anywhere to sleep. I went to the Haven. I sat and cried.
Yeah, don't worry about copyright. It will be fine.
You listened to me. You found me a bed for the night. The sanctuary provided me with shelter. It was the first time in a year that I could close a door behind me. You cared enough to ask my name. My name is Sam.
I was a foreigner in your country. I had no ID. It had been lost by the housing association. I could not return home. I could not access benefits. I did not trust you. But yet, you persevered. You came with me to my country's consulate. There we discovered my family had been trying to find me. I returned home to my loved ones. You cared enough to ask my name. My name is George.
I was in prison. On release, I was homeless. On the margins, I was helpless. You gave me a bed at the sanctuary. You helped me to address my drug misuse. You gave me hope that I could sort my life out. Now I have focus for my future. You cared enough to ask my name. My name is Alex.
I was hungry, and you gave me a hot meal at the Haven. I was thirsty, and a volunteer made me a cup of tea. I was homeless, and you gave me a bed at New Hope House. I was shivering, and the Watford shop gave me some clothes. I was in prison, and you visited me. You cared enough to ask my name. My name is Jesus.
One there. I'll click the next now. So, what I like to do is I'm going to make sure my face reappears because I know how much you guys love seeing my face. There we go. So what I like to do is create a mind map about homelessness. What does it mean to be homeless? How do people become homeless? And what is your personal feelings towards homelessness? Does it make you sad? Does it make you think some people maybe have to be homeless? Okay, whatever your opinion, write it down. Okay, create a mind map of that, and hopefully that video is made you think about certain things. It may be the fact that how people became homeless. Okay, ex-offenders, stuff like that. 8 minutes. There you go. Time started. To 8 minutes. There you go. Time start now. I can now reply to your emails. Check the chat because it doesn't work. There we go. So people are starting to realise their names. Hopefully the chat person who wrote that in the chat is going to help you remember. Yeah, I know you don't need to see my face. Very funny. No, it helps, doesn't it? See my face, I think. Hope so. There we go. However long we've got left. Nearly 7 minutes now. Just over 7 minutes remaining. There we go. Got emails open. That open. Back to there. That one open. Oh, just want to close my emails. Right. Yep, being homeless means you don't have a home. Okay. Possibly it could be more than that, though. Do you have a home? Do you have anyone to go to? Do you have a family? Do you have people who rely on you? Okay. So maybe it's just not only not having a home. Maybe there's more things to it than just that. Okay, but good answer though. Expand it. How long have you got left? You've got about 5 minutes left. That 2 minutes took a while, didn't it? 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. So making a mind map. Make it colourful. Make it pretty. Different strands. Okay? Include those things. But a home. Lonely. No friends. No family, possibly. How do people become homeless? Got loads of different answers for that one. What's your feelings towards homelessness? Email me stuff, put it in the group chat. Not group chat, that sounds weird. Put it in the video live chat, that's the word I was looking for. Oh, okay. Right. Some interesting. Yeah, we don't have anywhere to go and are all alone. Lovely. Keep going, keep answering, keep adding to your mind maps. Yeah, I've about 4 minutes left. 4 minutos. 4 minutos. Si. Si, we'll go with that. 4 minutos. Si. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I want to be the record YouTube subscriber holder at school out of all the staff. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Right, thanks for the Minecraft stuff, but trying to teach a lesson, trying to do a lesson, not really relevant right now. Keep adding to your mind maps. You have 3 minutes left, 3 minutes. Keep adding to your mind maps. It's not Stone Cold Steve Austin, it's Robert Swindles. You wish it was Stone Cold with Steve Austin, but it isn't. It's Robert Swindles. Swindles? Swindles. Depends on your pronunciation and your regional dialect. Swindles, I'm going. 2 minutes. 2 more minutes. Are you gonna do YouTube after quarantine, like vlogging? Hi guys, it's me, Mr. Yeats. Just thought I'd tell you about my day of being a teacher. Yeah, so today I was teaching 8-3. It was a very good lesson. Some students gave some really good answers. They asked me if I was going to carry on being a YouTuber. It's not going to be interesting at all, is it? After quarantine. Oh, that would be funny, wouldn't it? No, is the answer to that. Who knows what I'm doing after who knows when quarantine will end? Who knows what I'm doing after quarantine? Be funny though, wouldn't it? It would be. I don't know. I don't think anyone would watch. Let's be honest. You're only watching because you have to. 10 seconds ish. 30 seconds to 10 seconds. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't ever say that. That sounds like I really don't like you. No, I wouldn't say that because time's up. Time's up. Let's get out of that situation. So hopefully, hopefully you've created a really cool, really cool mind map with some really good ideas on it. You've really made me chuckle. Thanks, guys. Yeah. So hopefully you got a really cool mind map with loads of ideas, loads of things on it. Send me some photos of it if you wish. I'll have a look. And yeah, it'd be great. Hopefully it's going to change slide in a minute. Change slide. There we go. Stone cold. Okay, so maybe go back. There we go. Stone cold. Stone cold. So here is the title. Stone cold. What can we deduce? What can we deduce? What can we infer just from the title? Stone cold. What could that mean? Okay. What could stone cold mean? What could it be referring to? Okay. Think about it. Send me some suggestions. It's not Steve Austin. What could what could stone cold be referring to? Stone cold, stone cold. So think about the word stone. What type of word is stone? What type of word is cold? Think about it. What could we infer? What is stone cold? If someone said, "Ooh, that's stone cold," or "Oh, you're stone cold," what does that mean? What does it mean? Oh, lovely. Let's get the emails through. Hopefully it's about this. That right. Just gonna ignore that. Okay, so what does stone cold mean? He's boiling. It means he's cold. Good. Okay. It means he's cold. Okay, so if I went up to someone and went, "Oh, you feel stone cold," why do you think we say stone cold? You know, I don't say stone cold. It's because something we touch is cold. Stone is often cold, so we could say stone cold. Lovely. What else? Other suggestions have we got? A rock that's cold. Lovely. Okay, so we initially say, "Oh, stone cold," because rocks are cold, and we go, "Oh, that's stone cold." Okay, so it's like a comparative. Okay, so we compare it to something else. So saying something stone cold is comparing it to stone, which is often cold. So why do you think the book could be called? There we go. Let's go back. Why do you think the book could be called Stone Cold then? What could it be referring to? If something is stone cold, what could it be referring to? What could the book be referring to? What does the title refer to? Has no feelings about it? Possibly. Okay, so it's like, stone cold, I just don't really have a particular emotion towards something. Good answer. What else could it be referring to? What else could be stone cold? Why would someone be stone cold? Why would someone be stone cold? Good answer, actually. You think you're being silly, but actually it's a good answer. Okay, he's stoned and he's cold, so you could be thinking maybe something to do with drugs. Okay, you think you're being silly, but actually no. Could be an answer, could be an interpretation, could be what it is about. Good answer, well done. About any emails, any more answers on the emails? Let's check the emails. Okay, so like I said a minute ago, referring to a rock, possibly. Anything else it could be referring to? Oh, here we go. Time for email. Lovely. Getting somewhere now. Bodies and death. Okay, so the idea of being stone cold could refer to being dead. Okay, because when you're dead, you're cold. Okay, stone cold. Death. Could also be stone referring to a body stiffening up. Stone, possibly. Really good answer there. Well done. Anybody else? The Rock. No, they don't want to be The Rock in terms of the wrestler. Yes, I do pay attention to him. Yeah, so The Rock. Nothing to do with The Rock, the wrestler. Okay, so that could be some of the things that do stone cold. Stone, maybe like a gravestone, possibly. Cold, death. Stone cold floor. Why could the floor be stone cold? Because you're lying on it, sleeping on it, outside, in the cold. Because you're homeless? Possibly. So, I think this is the final slide, actually, which is quite concerning. So here's the blurb of the story. What is a blurb? What is a blurb? Somebody tell me what a blurb is in the chat, because it's probably quicker than me read my emails. Okay, so what is a blurb? What is a blurb? What is a blurb? It's not Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock combined. No. What is a blurb? A blurb. This is the blurb of the book. Someone tell me, please. What is a blurb? I know what a blurb is, but I want you to tell me. I'm not like, I do know the answers. I just want to know if you know the answers. What's a blurb? I love the word blurb. It's a book about Stone Cold Case. Blurb. What is a blurb? Don't keep writing blurb. What is a blurb? Blurb. Blurb. What is a blurb? Everyone should know this. What is a blurb? Blurb. What is a blurb? Blurb, blurb, blurb. What is a blurb? I'm going to go to my face because otherwise you'd be thinking I'm trying to say something relevant. What is a blurb? Come on. Someone needs to tell me what a blurb is. What is a blurb? What is a blurb? A blurb. Blurb. Start of a story to give you an idea. Yes, but where is a blurb found? A blurb on a book, where is it found? Okay. The back of the book. Thank you for typing that in capitals. Yes, the blurb is on the back of the book. It tells you a little bit of information about the book, so you know what sort of thing you are going to read. There we go. So, the blurb. The blurb. The blurb. The blurb. Ooh, fun. Oh, I'll put myself down there. Well, it's just, we know what it says beyond there. Oh, hey. So, kids are disappearing, but no one cares. Homeless, frightened, and alone, Link finds himself down and out in London. He only survives because he's befriended by streetwise Ginger. When Ginger suddenly disappears, Link is in despair. Then he meets Gale. His street life doesn't seem so bad, but other kids are vanishing now, intent on his grisly mission. Or Grizzly. Is that what it says? Grizzly. Yeah. Grisly mission. The man who calls himself Shelter stalks his next victim. Will it be Link? So what do we think, based on this blurb, the story is going to be about? And also, let's have a look at the front cover quickly. Okay. Oh, not that one. I want that one. Okay. Whee! Needs to zoom out a little bit. So, based on the front cover, what is it going to be about as well? So, think about the blurb and the front cover. What is the book going to be about? So, let's have a look. Let's talk about this a little bit. So, we have the author here, Robert Swindells. Okay, Robert Swindells. We have like a figure in the background, like a misty sort of condensation on a mirror, and the condensation's been wiped off here. We have some eyes looking out at us. And here we've got Stone Cold, the title written down here. So what can we tell from this front cover? What can we tell from this front cover and the blurb? What can we tell from the front cover and the blurb? Oh, there we go. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Go like that. Put that up there. That's a bit too big, isn't it? There we go. What can we tell from the front cover and the blurb about what we think the story is going to be about? I'm going to give you 5 minutes to answer this question. Maybe do what you think is going to happen in the beginning, what's going to happen in the middle, what's going to happen possibly at the end. 5 minutes, your time starts now. Let's have a look. Back of the book, thank you. Oh yeah, it's the first time I've seen you. I'll make sure to get your house points put on. That's still working. Check my emails because they were going through. Yeah, there's a bit of a delay with the stream, because always is before, like, just natural. Stream is always slightly delayed. Okay, so 5 minutes. What do you think the book's going to be about? I don't think you need to see my face for this, do you? Let's just get rid of that and then it's not in the way. What do you think the book is going to be about? Okay, about 5 minutes to answer that question. Okay, so one interpretation is that it's a guy who kidnaps children, puts them in a fridge, possibly. Okay. Nice. So I want more detail, okay? What's going to happen in the beginning? So in the beginning, you start off about, think about all these characters as well. So we have, in the beginning, we have kids disappearing. Okay, Link is the main character, maybe? Or maybe Link isn't the main character. Okay, so think about that sort of detail. I don't want just like a quick answer. So in detailed answers about what you think the book is going to be about. Yeah, about 3 minutes left. 3 minutes. I feel weird with you not saying me. I feel like I'm just a voice in your head. Be weird, wouldn't it? 1 more minute. 1 more minute. What do we think the book is going to be about? Okay, that is your time up. So, what do we think this book is about? What's the story going to be exactly about? We've had some answers here. So, children that are homeless being kidnapped and how someone saved a child from being kidnapped on the streets. That could be an interesting story. Sounds like a good idea, okay? Other stories we had, like the fridge one. Any other suggestions what we think the story could possibly be about? No. Okay, well, keep sending them in. I know there's a bit of a delay. What do we think the story could be about? Let's check my emails, make sure nothing else has come through. There's a guy who kidnaps children and stores them in a fridge. Yep, I said that one. Yes, there's quite a few things this story could be about. So, let's get the chat back up, make sure I'm not missing anything. So, this is this will be what we're looking at the end of the slideshow, I think, hopefully. There we go, end of the slideshow, told you. This will be what we are looking at this term, story of Stone Cold. Okay, the story of Stone Cold. So we'll be looking at this term. Yeah, that's the end. We've reached the end really early. Woo! It's never not scored. I have to make you do the whole thing. So, maybe we'll actually. I know what we'll finish off with. We'll look at this slightly and think about. Oh, hello. What's that? Think about it for next lesson. Okay, so this is the front of the book. One front of the book. Okay, as I said, there's many different front covers. Think about, for next lesson, okay, I don't want you to spend loads of time doing it. Think about different things on this front cover. Why do you think the colour blue is used? What are the connotations of the colour blue? Why do you think the eyes are the only thing that are truly visible of this person? Why do you think the author's name's bigger than the title? What's the spine? The spine's a bit boring. Okay, there's the back of the book. Okay, I just typed it up for you so you can see it a bit better. Okay, winner of the Carnegie Medal. Okay, so why do we think the book looks like that? Think about that. Ready for next lesson. Okay, I think that is everything. I feel like I've missed something possibly, but hey, I planned this lesson ages ago and I can't really remember. So, that'll do for today. Thanks for tuning in. Your house points will be put on the next 5 minutes. Make sure if you're not subscribed, subscribe please. Because that'd be great, wouldn't it, if you could subscribe and then we get 1,000 subscribers, I'll shave me head or something like that. Yeah. Okay, think about the cover. We'll talk about that more in the next lesson. As always, please make sure that you wash your hands with soapy water. Don't go outside because we've been told we're not allowed to. I'm not going outside, okay? So make sure you do everything that's expected of you, okay? Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next lesson, which I believe is, before you disappear, let's find out what the next lesson is. I need to get that one up. I didn't want that one. When's the next lesson? When's your next lesson? Friday, first thing. Okay, Friday, first thing will be your next lesson. I'll see you then. Make sure you tune in and all that stuff. Bye bye. Once I find the page to end stream. Bye bye for now. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.